Friends, as we continue to journey our faith and action, let us now listen to Nina, who directs our outreach ministry at the parish, to give us testimonies of good works.
Thank you, Father. I'd like to offer an update on the impact that your giving to our parish has had over the last 8 weeks in our community. I'm backing up to our Lenten almsgiving because we started out the first 2 weeks were fantastic and went off without a hitch, and then the pandemic set in. So by the 3rd week, things trickled down as things shut down. And I had just a glimmer for a moment of concern, but God made me assured that there was not going to be a concern because you always come through, and you did fabulously. I wanted to say that for all those who sent in their continued support for the organizations that we work with over the following maybe 5-7 weeks. I read all your notes. Your packages did get to the organizations. They had several coordinated efforts to pick those up, but everything was turned out. And for those who sent messages in your donations, those were read, and I personally took the time and bought the items that the different organizations needed. So everything was carried out just as we wanted. As far as our food ministry is going, we have served many the pantries in the area. St. Francis was probably our first, and as most of you know, we collect food from St. Francis in the mission during the year. St. Francis serves the Abingdon and Edgewood area, and they have a high need for food in that area. So they were one of my first ones to reach out to, and they were very gracious in all that was given to them. Their pantry is open on Thursdays and Saturdays. We went through to Calvary Baptist and reached out to them. That's a pantry that we refer a lot of people to. They also were very delighted in getting the items because many of these pantries have been stripped. Haverty Grace Housing Authority had reached out to Calvary Baptist with concerns of 60 families in the Haverty Grace area that were in dire need of food. So we worked together on a weekend and put together groceries for 60 families, and it was all because of the amount of food that you have donated, which is just simply wonderful. First Presbyterian was another pantry we filled. St. John's Episcopal in Haverty Grace had a great need. They also have a hot meal program. The food was tremendous and really came at a time when they could use it. And then Mason-Dixon was just here this past week. And again, they serve some of the poorest of the poor in northern Harford County in that PA line. So many people in that area use that almost as a grocery store. So they were very gracious as well. Anna's House came back. They took some hams, so for all those that have delivered hams and turkeys, they were delighted and had additional food requests too. And then the last one for this week, we had Mosaic, which is someone that we work with at the Thanksgiving and Christmas as well, a mental health service in our community, and many of their people were unable to get out during this time. So everyone expressed such gratitude and wanted to thank you all, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Last, our daily bread, we ended up 2 weeks prior before Father spoke, we did deliver 150 casseroles. We've also sent them hams, which many of you have offered up from ShopRite's Easter giveaway, and some turkeys and some snack items. But I would like to say, Father, they came through for you, and we did meet the 100 casserole challenge this last week, so great job, everyone. We also sent some hams and some business attire down to Christopher's Place, who was also in need. So I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. God has blessed our parish so greatly by having all of you, and I just pray for continued support as there's so many in need at this time. But you've done a wonderful job, and you just make the community so proud and us so proud of you. Thank you so very much.